Good morning, Figured Out Baseball people. This is Jeff Stanek. I am the founder of Figured Out Baseball, and unfortunately, we've had several tragedies in the last couple of days, obviously with Kobe, and then one of our own contributing coaching staffs with Figured Out Baseball lost one of their own players this week in a car accident. And it makes me, as a former coach and someone who's around a lot of coaches, want to reflect on what the job is of a coach and what all of you coaches out there should be focused on. And I'm sure you've all thought about this yourselves, but I thought it was important to spend a little bit of time talking about this morning. As a young coach for myself, I know one of the struggles was focusing too much on the wins and losses and not enough on the individual player that you're coaching. Tragedies like this happen, and it makes you think more of the people and the individuals and maybe what you should have been focused on in the beginning. Recently on social media, I've seen a ton of 8U, 9U, 10U coaches that are posting pictures of their teams, holding up their rings or holding up their trophies. I've seen 10U rankings, which is a whole nother video altogether. But what it makes me just want to say to the baseball coaching community is that I do think that winning is important. I'm a very big advocate of winning, of teaching kids to win, of teaching kids the value of winning. I think that winning is a skill. I think that winning is something that you should be taught to do and taught to want as a young player. Anytime you compete, you should want to win. And I get that at really young ages, it's almost impossible to kind of keep track. As kids get older, it's still cute maybe to hand out trophies to the team that finishes in last place just because they participated and they tried. But the older that you get, the more you want to focus on winning. However, the number one job of a coach is always to teach your players about what's important, right? And one of the cool things about baseball, and we have videos about this on our website, but one of the cool things about coaching baseball is that there are so many life lessons to be learned, particularly how to deal with failure and how to overcome adversity, and how when you fail today, you're going to get a chance tomorrow to compete again and to win. And the important thing is that you keep on going. You don't let a defeat define you. You don't let your recent past define you, but you continue to believe in yourself and you continue to strive to be the best that you can be every day. And to me, I think that's one of the most important things that coaches do, is to teach kids the value of persistence, to teach the value of being a part of a team and really what it means to be a part of a team, to teach kids the value of working together with teammates, and to teach the value of something more important than yourself, right? We all know that as a hitter, you can go 0 for 4 and still contribute to the team win. And even if you don't, you can go 0 for 4, or you can sit the bench for that matter, and still be a part of the team's success. And if the team wins, then you have ultimately won. And I think that's a really important value that we as coaches have to instill in our young players. I also think, relevant to what's happened with losing some people recently, that either you followed close enough in the media that you feel connected to, or maybe someone that you actually were connected to on a personal level. Showing the players that you care about them is probably the number one thing, and something I think a lot of young coaches probably miss, and something I think as you get older and have children of your own that you maybe put more value on. As a coach, when you can show an individual player that you care about him or her personally, that you care about their success, but you also care about what's happening with them off the field, to show someone that you care about what's happening in their own life, with their family, or as they get older with a girlfriend or a boyfriend, what's happening with them in school, to show a player that you care when they get a college scholarship, not just that you help them to get a baseball or even a softball scholarship, but that you care that they got into a good college, and that this player is setting themselves up to get a good education and to have a good life after baseball or softball is over. Those type of things are more important than anything, and something that for you, all of you coaches out there that are watching this, that are part of Figured Out Baseball, and you're watching the videos on drills and mechanics and how to teach this or how to teach that, don't forget that your job as a coach is also to be an impactful, positive influence in the lives of your players. While you do coach them on the field, you're also sort of a life coach, and you're also someone that your players respect and they look up to, and they look to for advice, and they look to for guidance, and how you conduct yourselves in different situations. That's what a lot of these kids are going to learn, especially the kids that don't have much of an influence at home. You're going to teach that person how to be an adult. You have a chance as a coach to teach a young player how to be a good husband, how to be a good dad. The way that you treat your players, in a lot of cases, is going to be how your players might treat their kids someday, whether it's their own children or whether it's the kids on the team that they're coaching. Your impact goes far beyond what happens on the field, and your impact goes far beyond the wins and losses column. And I think it's important to reflect on that and to remember that on a day like today. This is Jeff Stanek with Figure It Out Baseball. I appreciate all of your time this morning. Hopefully you'll check out some videos where you hear some real coaches, some real on-field coaches talk to you more about these subjects and many more. Sorry we're going through a dark tunnel. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you.